Young Miami is out here on the internet as usual, chatting. I want to know, is she chatting shit or is she chatting sense? But she's getting her makeup done, which is highly distracting in itself, and talking about cheating. So she says she gives a guy 4 chances.
The interview, I said I get like my nigga got like 4 times to cheat on me before I leave, and the internet love to be, oh my god, she's so motherfucking dumb. In reality, we all done got cheated on the stage. Everybody if you really in love with your nigga, you locked in, y'all been together, it's not easy to walk away. You got some women that's going to get the fuck on. Yeah. Some women that's going to, the first time they man cheat, they're out. It's not easy to walk away. Like, after you done built something with somebody, y'all done been together for so long, it hurts. Of course you want to leave, but you're not just going to leave. Like, y'all love to get on the internet. Oh, bitch, you so motherfucking dumb. You said 4 times. Yes, bitch. I know plenty of bitches in relationships, they getting cheated on right now, or been cheating on, and they know they nigga cheating. Some women just not leaving their man. My first time is like, you hurting me. I can't believe you would do this to me. Okay, cool. We probably gonna get back together, but our relationship will never be the same. Right. It's never gonna be the same. Second time is like, oh, okay, so you a cheater. Third time, I'm already cheating back. Fourth time, out the door, you got to go, bitch.
What? 4 chances. Do you think she is dumb or is she speaking facts?
I mean, each to their own, but her last man was Diddy. Oh. It's true.
Yeah. I mean,
it's true.
I'm not disputing. It's true.
To be fair, she was in like an open relationship, right?
She didn't think it was open.
He was.
He was. Do you remember her saying, we go together real bad?
Yeah.
He didn't quite. It was real bad.
And he was like, we go together?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she stuck around. She did. You know what I mean?
I mean, she's a woman of her word in that case, isn't it? Because he had a whole baby.
Mm-hmm. And she was cool.
And she was still there.
What was that, number 1? I mean, what number was it?
No, so remember, there was pictures of Diddy out in London, lip-syncing something.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was one of the first ones.
Was that the first? Okay.
She let that one go.
You can kind of
then
tell when
she
it
was
happens
going back and forth with the other girl that kind of looked like the baby mother.
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
The baby mother.
Might be
3.
Number 3.
Prison.
4.
No. Would you really cheating in prison?
Prison hose.
Like going to jail.
Not the prison hose.
What's the implication of what you're saying?
Prison.
I'm just saying.
Being the barrier. I saw the gates. I didn't see that.
Because she said she's single now, so.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
You do.
Personally, it's a no for me.
What's your number?
I don't know, because I think every situation is different. And I couldn't, like, if I was married to somebody, think shit happens, innit? So I'm not going to be like, the first time he cheats, I'm going to leave. I don't know. Yeah. But I definitely ain't getting to 4. That's not happening. And I also think by the time, like, if I got to the point where I'm cheating too, the relationship is over. It's done.
Yeah.
What are you not holding on to? Like dregs of what are you holding? Is it about kids? And kids can sense attention, so that's not great. Is it money, finances? Then how do you exchange? Why do you need to endure to keep the money going? I'm sure you should have contracts and nuptials and prenuptials and stuff in place. I don't understand how you get to 4. I don't. I mean, this is saying it as a rule of thumb. People definitely endure ridiculousness in relationships.
They go through nothing.
And so, but saying it out loud and saying this is my ruling, you're welcoming bullshit as well. The universe is coming to send you bullshit, and you can't be happy with that. There's difference between I'm going through it, and I'm a man.
Yeah.
There's that, and I even want to explore. We now reside to the fact that all men cheat?
I don't think all men cheat. I think the numbers that don't are very few. I have no more because there's so few.
No, I don't think so. I think that's her reality in her world. She doesn't live a life like us, like a normal do you know what I mean? Like an average Joe, let me say that kind of thing. So maybe in her world that is very normal, and that's, do you know what I mean? Like what people are used to, right? Because we see these stars and like the guys be stepping out all the time, and then like we saw it with Cardi, we saw it. Do you know what I mean? Like that was like a messy one. Even this girl, like the Dana girl, and armpit.
Diana.
That's it. Yeah.
Please.
So like on YouTube, this girl, she's her husband was trolling her. She discovered her husband.
Is this the one
God,
from Married at First Sight?
Yes, that's the one.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
tell the bride.
Don't tell the
I know it was a
bride. That's
marriage
it. Yeah,
thing.
sorry.
That one. That's
Yeah,
it.
he was trolling her. He was her secret troll. But he cheated on her multiple times.
Yeah.
And he was able to reel her back in. So it does happen.
It does.
That is
absolutely
so
does
true.
Yeah,
happen.
It does
you know what I
happen.
mean? So it's just like, I would like to think I wouldn't stand for it. I have in the past. I've done both. I've looked it off completely and I've also like dealt with it. Not 4 times though. Do you know what I mean? But me today, it would be, you would have to be so rich. You would have to be so motherfucking rich. No, honestly, it would have to be such a life-changing, if I leave this man, I'm back in the ground. I'm back in the street. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, say if we're not in a relationship, not married or stuff like that.
Marry them.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
To get the heart.
Yeah.
Have children.
That's it. Say if he's a mean man, do you know what I mean? Like you'd have to. It would have to be. You'd have to be so rich.
it has to be.
I think what you said is
yeah.
absolutely right. It depends on both of you, really. It depends, and all of us, in fact. It just depends on the situation. Like I don't understand this. As a rule, by the 4th time, like that's like as a rule, I'm going to sleep with someone after 3 months. Like those are the rules that you make if you're going to make rules, not rules for cheating.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's just you're just welcoming it.
And then are you doing it for separate people? Or is it for occasions that they got caught? Like,
What do you mean?
I think if you put in numbers, so let's say
It's true.
you've caught your man cheating.
Yeah.
But you caught him, it's the same person.
Oh, right, exactly. Yes.
Is that a 1?
Yeah.
Or is it the
my
amount of
God.
times that they did something?
That's how a man would think.
Honestly.
Baby,
well, look,
you said 4 times,
same.
but technically
But
it's the same person. So I haven't really cheated more than once.
But what's going on?
Also, I want presents. Like, I want, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you cheat on me and I find out, I want compensation.
Yeah,
Where is my
I think
Birkin?
that's what Ahmed used to do for
Really?
Diana. I think he would. So when he gets caught, then he's all in. Like, it's all about you.
That's
He's
what they
going to
do.
bear
But I want a
everything.
But I want a Birkin, though. I want,
think
like,
he had the
I
money
don't think he had Birkin money.
No, we can categorically say he didn't.
Was Ahmed not even rich when he
stole
chose
He
her?
stole her
imagine.
money.
her stuff.
Seriously,
Yeah.
and gave it to his new wife to sell on Depop.
What the hell is
And
this?
get caught.
Yeah,
And then didn't he take all her videos off YouTube
Yeah.
as well?
What happened here?
Should we say allegedly?
And she,
Allegedly.
and look,
No, he did actually admit what
Oh,
he said
yeah.
he did. So he did a whole video as well. He went into the account because he had YouTube Studios on his phone. He went in and he said he deleted all of the videos that he was in and that mentioned him.
Wicked,
So
man.
that she wouldn't make any money. And then other videos, he scrambled the title as well and deleted it.
is he mad?
If somebody you're married to for 12 years is trolling you through your marriage, and
You are mad.
he's there, he's
Were they,
playing 2 people.
were
And he
they,
had like kids as well, didn't he?
No,
No,
now,
was that
Oh, now,
Yeah.
not with her.
no,
Yeah.
no.
How did they meet?
With the
Was it
mistress.
a TV show meet, or were they?
No.
outside.
Yeah.
It's
They
just
just got married on, you know,
Yeah.
the Don't Tell the Bride. It was
That's
that.
how they had their wedding.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like people that really follow them are like, actually, these two, if you watch Don't Tell the Bride, the dress that he picked for her was so
shit.
disgusting. He's always hated her.
So what? Where are they from?
Do you know what he wanted a place to live? That's basically
Homo
it.
sapien.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
And she was
Homosexual.
paying the...
Homosexual.
Yeah, she was
rent.
paying for so she was paying for things with her YouTube and everything like that. And like when they kind of like decided they're not going to do like content together, and she was doing her own content. Like, do you know what I mean? She was making money. He got jealous.
Yes.
and everything.
Oh, so he's that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he beat her?
Oh, I don't know.
It just sounds like an abuser.
I don't know. I don't even think he needed to. From
No, I
Yeah.
get it, but
Like,
it's
I-
not
the
gonna-
many-
I know
the
how
level
you
of
could
abuse
get there.
that
Yeah,
he gave her
yeah.
anyway.
But
like,
that's the thing.
He may as, it's
And what was
awful.
her problem? Did she ever? Has she ever spoken about? Has she got issues, insecurity? What is that?
Like how she
Was
was
able
able
to-
up with
yeah.
it. I think it's just the level of them being locked in and being married.
Okay.
And then it's the kind of putting it on her. So he would always be like, "You're so busy. I was so depressed."
Yeah.
He would always put
Yeah.
it back onto her. Like, it's because of your lifestyle and what you're doing that I felt like I fell into this pussy.
And then he found God. So she was obligated to forgive him for everything.
He found God, so she had to find God.
No. So she had to forgive him.
because his sins have been forgiven.
Yes.
So if God can forgive him, then who is she, a mere mortal?
Exactly.
And everybody becomes complicit in that, in the church family as well. And being like,
100% encouraging
him.
Well,
he has repented.
Yeah.
I mean, back to this whole cheating thing in general. There are so many men that I would like to know the reverse. If there are any men that just get, I'm going to give my woman 4 times. I'm going to give her 4 chances.
Oh my God, they can't even take the idea of once.
No, they won't say it, but
they wouldn't say it.
There's plenty of
you're
men that will manage it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of men. Yeah. And even sometimes when it does,
I know men. I don't know them
100%.
anymore.
Yeah.
But I know new men in my previous life. When I was younger. Some guys I knew when I was younger definitely had girls that cheated on them to the point where
Are they the men that
they are still with the woman that cheated on them, and it was like it was known to everybody that she cheated on them.
Yes.
multiple times?
Over a
thought of
period of
somebody,
years.
What's is it that typical alpha man, or is it a guy that
This guy weren't a nerd.
Yeah.
And if you saw him out, you'd be like, he can get girls. Very muscly.
Interesting.
His girl was pretty, actually. Like when we was in uni, I don't think she did, but people used to say she looked like J Lo. So she was kind of that aesthetic. Like she had men that liked her. And she cheated so in everybody's face. Everyone knew he was being cheated on. I know of 3 people that he called to be like, why are you talking to her? That's embarrassing.
It's so
You are a
embarrassing.
big, broad-backed black man. But
So I just want to compare the levels of why women allow it and why men allow it. So if a man is allowed, so you already said, I'm going to go very light with it, J-Lo. So that kind of prized girl. So
she was
not to
pretty.
let go of that prize because he felt like that validated her.
can you be a prize when
You're out there.
We're in Luton, it's a small place.
And also, when everybody knows
Yeah.
that
No, not justifying it.
when everybody knows that your girl's
Can you be a prize if everyone's been with her? What are you saying?
I mean, it's a small town.
I know what she meant. I know what you meant.
It's a fair. Why would you challenge that?
Because it's slut shaming. That's what that is. That's slut shaming. Yeah.
She's supposed to be in a committed relationship.
Yeah, but she can still be a prize. Seriously. He clearly thinks she's a prize.
The prize there is a cheater, so that's not much of a prize,
No,
is it?
no, that's who he wants to be with. That's his prize.
Societal wise, she's not.
Yeah.
She's still a prize.
Yes.
I mean, she can be a
should
prize,
be.
but you shouldn't want a cheating prize, should you?
No one should want that.
That's my point.
I mean, actually, to
That's
be
my
fair,
point.
some people like that. Some people, they like to be the cuckolds. That's what they
There's
want to do.
cuckolding for real.
Do you know what I mean?
There's
But they're
some
not enough.
people that
Seriously.
also like to be with people who are with people.
Yes.
Because then there's no commitment issues.
If you're with,
There's some people just like that.
and the thrill of it as well, kind
It's
of
too
thing.
much. It's getting-
I've been cheated on. I've been a cheatee. It would know. It's a
Cheater.
cheater and a
Cheater.
cheater.
Cheater and a
cheater.
Yeah,
Cheater.
a cheatee.
person's
But
being
person
cheated
been
on.
cheated on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've just made it up. I don't know.
No, it's going to
It's
stick.
always the E. It's always the
Gonna
E.
stick. I like it. We're going to use it.
I'm in a cheatee and a cheater. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I used to cheat because I thought they were going to cheat on me anyway. And then they never found out. Never. Like,
far as
ever.
you know.
Like, ever.
How long did you
No, ever. Now I know, like, there's certain man will be like, she talking about me? Yes. Yes, I'm talking about you.
They never think you're talking about them.
Exactly.
It could never be me.
No, because I had fun. Like, it was
If you was
adventurous.
thinking, I'm going to cheat first because
Yeah.
they're going to cheat, but then they never knew that you cheated.
Where's the win?
Yeah.
No, the win is like I've done something.
Yeah,
do you know
you
what I
got
mean?
away with it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
There's that.
there was like past tense. I don't do this anymore. This was when I was very young.
Okay.
Not very, very young.
Oh, young. Old enough, younger.
Legally.
Yeah,
allowed to make these
legally,
decisions.
not manipulated.
Yeah.
Make that clear.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's I don't know, man. People do things like for weird reasons, isn't
I think young Miami's just chatting as well because actually no, maybe not say that. I don't know her enough, but do you think she says these things to
Get
just
attention.
but also to get on top of something that she's actually not happy with? Because it seems like she says things, the Diddy relationship looked like a shambles to everybody on the outside. Is she just saying things to kind of cover up the pain?
You know what? The scenario where she was talking, it looked like that was talking her truth.
Yeah.
However, this was the same woman that said that she liked to be peed on.
Yeah.
And then turned around and said, no, I just said it for attention.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll just
So I don't know.
I thought she said she does the peeing.
No, she said she liked to be peed on.
Okay.
Yeah.
She peed on.
Yeah.
In
But
the shower,
for
innit?
me, either way.
To pee or not to pee.
Let's not. For me, no pink shaming.
I'm okay.
And
But if
it's
you
not
had to pick,
Oh, definitely be the PR.
PR.
Yeah, the PR.
The
PE, not the PE.
Not the PE. No, the PR.
PR.
Yeah.
Cannot.
I would too be the PR.
Yeah.
I would look on you and
PE is the receiver.
I'm not
Yeah.
being the P.
Anything with the E.
Yeah.
Yes, the PR.
But then afterwards, I'm not talking to you because I would feel like, how do you want this?
Well, he wants to be pee.
But I would view you differently. Like, why do you?
I
want
went to
this?
college
She
with
does it in the
some
shower.
people, and then again they will not be named, but like the girl told me that she pissed on the guy, and after that I just couldn't look at him the same. I was like,
Really?
And he asked for it.
yeah, he
Or did
wanted
it just happen?
No, he wanted it
In a bed or
in a bed.
Oh, why? That's
He wanted
crazy.
it. He wanted it. It was his pleasure.
I mean, do you know what? Kink are out there, and peeing seems to be
Yeah.
like a common one.
Yeah, it's a
she
common one.
shouldn't have told.
There's- you know,
She
okay,
absolutely shouldn't have told.
what's
And I was like, think about it. I'm like 16, and someone's telling me this.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's that thing of being debased?
What's the bet? What do you mean?
When you're like that, because it's in like you're wanting someone to do something that's seen so foul that's you're being
But it's
debased.
like you said, it's kink,
okay.
isn't it?
yeah, like
People
what
have
is that?
different
What,
kinks.
it's just kink. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an exploration.
Like some people like to be spanked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tied
like
up and-
guys with like small penises, and then they want like dominatrixes to tell them like.
Do they have to have small penis?
No, some guys with small penises, that's their king. That they want to be shamed for their small penis.
You were very specific about that particular thing. I was like, of all the kings and dominator, like, okay.
I have not experienced it. I saw it on the television.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, all those things like to be debased, like I want to be you
Yeah.
dirty, bad person.
It's all the shaming, isn't
and all
it?
the shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got kinks.
Yeah, I think that's like submissive,
Submissive as well. There's some of
world,
that.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
It feels a bit. I understand the shower of it all, like to do it in the shower
No,
because
because
then
what's
you
the
wash
point?
it off.
It's just water.
Yeah, but you want the pee water and then you just wash it off. But to do it in a bed, I think that is a step too far.
I think
Of the
if you're
too
gonna
fast
do
girl.
it, if you're gonna do it somewhere where you just don't get. Because why do you want it and then it's just washed off? You need to revel in the pee.
No, so you're going to be rolling around in the
But
wet
why
bed.
do you want to wash it off straight away? What's your king?
No, but they
How
don't
do you
have
know
to.
it happened?
No,
Act
they
of
don't,
it.
the
It might
shower
just
might
be
not
the
be
act of
on.
it.
Oh,
They could
the
just
shower's
like
not on.
No, it might not
You
be.
can
You could just be
still
in
revel
the
in
shower, in the power,
shower,
in the
innit?
shower, and just sit and put the plug in.
Well, hold on. In the shower, you're
Let-
both standing
let the
up.
pee-
So you, as a woman, are you just going like, oh, is he sitting in the shower?
No, you would
Oh
stand over them. You would stand over them. I would say,
Or you might not. You might just do like body to body, like and a woman
and
might-
just pee on their leg like a dog. Maybe that's their king.
That's the thing.
Yes.
I'm Auntie AK, the auntie of all aunties, and I'm here with.
I'm Farrah, resident Caribbean queen.
I'm Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
And I'm all things sugar and shade. Sade.
Hey! It's still our anniversary, guys, so continue to greet us with wonderful things. Happy anniversary, sweeties. We also have some announcements. Please, you have to.
You need to book the like button, book the like button, book the like button, book the like button.
Do it now.
It now. Also, please, you need to subscribe to our membership because of these things on the prices that Farrah's going to give you.
I was going to say that you were so close to getting that right.
Almost.
She almost had it right and then she rambled. But you literally, I was like, oh, I was going to pick you up. It's $1.99 if you just want to be our friend. But if you would like to be our family and get involved in family things, it's £4.99. Cheaper than a bag of chips.
Yes.
Also, if you're listening on the podcast airwaves, there are some things we'd like you to do. Auntie Sade, please tell them. What
Yes, please, guys. We need comments, right? Comments on our Spotify, on our Apple, on our YouTube. Wherever you see us, leave us comments. And also as well, leave us reviews. Like, just 5 stars though. If not, please return to sender.
lightning strike you if you don't. Also, just a reminder, we're the aunties, we're not experts. We're just sharing our thoughts and opinions. Please do your own research and figure it out your own damn selves. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, it's our anniversary.
It is.
We've been here 5 years, Rav. And thank you. Now it's time for Enemies of Progress.
Enemies of
We're going to save you from all the enemies out there. So my enemy, first up, is Pastor Marvin Sapp. Have you guys heard of him? Wow.
Already.
Flog him now.
Shame. So Pastor Marvin Sapp is a Grammy-nominated gospel singer and a pastor, by the way. And he has been accused of being a nefarious type of man because during his one of his congregations
Sermons.
That's the one. During one of his sermons to his congregation, this was back in 2024, by the way, but it's resurfacing now. People are vexed. He was saying at a church conference, he was telling everyone of the 1,000 attendees in the place and online, he asked them to donate $20 each because he wanted to reach the total of 40 grand.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you.
$40,000. And how he encouraged them to do that was by telling his ushers to lock the doors, don't let nobody out, and in a sense, by force, you're going to give us this money. I don't know why the clip resurfaced recently, but it's gone viral and people are upset, irate and disgusted, saying this is a travesty, it's a betrayal of the word of Christ. You just don't do them things. He has now responded and said, no, I didn't mean it like that though. I was just trying to be like encouraging. I wasn't actually locking the doors. It wasn't like that, but I was trying to get people to focus on ministry and the importance of tithing. I didn't mean it like that. Do you believe him? Is it okay to...
Wait, isn't that bad math? If everyone, sorry, I'm not great at math. Yeah, I was just like
1,000 in the room, 1,000 online, $20 each should get 40 grand. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like
okay, 1,000.
$2,000.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But he
Okay,
also
cool.
was asking for big money. Too.
Big money.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was doing big boy pastor things.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's disgusting. I think it goes against the word of God to be like, I have this message for you guys. We need 40K to come in today, right now, and you guys have to provide it. I don't like that form of preaching. And apparently he is known for years, when you go to his church, you need to give money and you get shamed if you don't. Oof. That's far from Christian to me.
And he's super rich, isn't he? He's one of those.
Yes, I have issues with all of the above. Firstly, from a health and safety point of view, should be locking the doors on nobody, just saying. And secondly, I don't want to go to church and feel like I'm forced to give anything other than my prayer. That's it. I don't want to feel like anything like that. I don't. And where was the money going? What was it needed for? Was the roof collapsing? Because if the roof is collapsing, then fair enough, you can ask your congregation to help you. But you don't know if that was the person's last $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you be asking people to give you, and you're not opening the doors until they do? It is not Christian at all. That's not what the Bible preaches, to lock your congregation in until they give you money. In fact, Jesus tries to tell you not to worry about money and to be more generous in other ways. So I don't understand the nature of this at all.
Yeah, he's a charlatan, man.
Ooh, big words.
Yeah.
Just like,
Explain yourself, please.
I meant a big cuss. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he should probably lose his congregation. The thing is, people will support him though.
Yeah.
This is the thing. They will continue to support him, and I feel like it is. It's nothing new. There's a lot of these types of pastors out there, like, pray on the week. I think like Pastor Toby is one of those.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? So like, I think, I feel there needs to be more regulation in these kind of things as well. You need to see where those funds are actually going. And there needs to be receipts. they're basing these receipts. But yeah, you can't be locking the door.
Well, he did come back and say, I didn't exactly say lock, I close the door. But it's like, it's still the intention.
But he lied. He did say that. Like in the post, you can scroll it. He said it, then he said, no, that's not what I meant. So what did you mean? Like, it's very clear what you said.
And you're committing a sin. You're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Seriously,
too.
he probably prayed.
I cannot imagine my priest saying, lock the doors. Like, our roof literally was like, it needed doing, yeah? It took years for it to happen because the congregation were giving as you can. But he wasn't saying, lock the doors. And it was just like, whatever you can.
To be fair,
if you can't give, the plate just goes past you. It's no big deal. No one ain't watching you. Like, the people that are collecting aren't going, well, you didn't put in today.
Do people still do the plate? Like, don't they have like the tap?
It's a pouch.
Oh,
no, well, there's two things. So there is tap
Yeah.
end at the entrance, but then there's also a pouch.
the traditional way.
Yeah.
I think
he's a gambler. That's what I think.
I mean,
I think he's trying to clear a debt, and he's like, I need to clear it by the end of the day.
Allegedly.
Literally.
Yeah,
I think that's it. I think you're onto something.
Allegedly.
Or they were coming for his cars.
God said I must still be able to walk, so you guys need to give me.
you guys need to give me the money.
I don't like that either. I don't like that that's embedded into, in quotes, the black church. I don't like super pastors. I don't agree with it. I don't think, when you had the Creflo Dollars of the world saying, I need money to get a private jet because how can I do my ministry without a private jet?
Just black churches.
I know. I'm just saying. I hate that it's embedded into what's considered the black church. I know they've got what's his one, the one that had the hurricane.
What's the woman and the
Hurricane
man that
Katrina who wouldn't let people into the church.
Oh yeah,
the white guy, and he's a quite,
his church is huge,
and his church is huge, and it continues.
Yeah,
and there's a white
and the man,
as
and
well.
they got loads of money from people. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's evangelical churches. That's where it's predominant for prolific in that kind of space.
Oh my God! Do you know what I saw? Was it Danny fucking Price? Somebody exposed this woman. She was saying give her $100, or maybe it was $1,000, and then she will do prayers to heaven. For abundance.
I saw that.
Starting on April 12th at sundown through Good Friday on the 18th and concluding on Easter Sunday, you can receive these 7 supernatural blessings for you and your house. According to Exodus 23, God will assign an angel to you. He'll be an enemy to your enemies. He'll give you prosperity. He'll take sickness away from you. He will give you long life. He'll bring increase in inheritance, and he'll give a special year of blessing. You're not doing this to get something, but you're doing it in honor to God, realizing what you can receive.
For your special Passover offering of $1,000 or more as the Holy Spirit leads, you will also receive the beautiful 10-inch Waterford Crystal Cross. Don't miss your moment to release 7 supernatural blessings and provision into your life.
Like she was like, I have a direct line.
Yeah.
You got a pack, a manifestation pack.
Yeah.
And apparently she is one of the advisors to Trump.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
But people, I went onto her page. People were like, I can't wait to receive my pack.
Stupid is and stupid does.
But the thing is, it's like, what if it is that's how cults work? Because
it is how cults work, and it's funny when you talk about it. It sounded very cultish. The pastor thing, it sounded very.
It
cultish.
does. It is a cult. It's like that point of, and I guess it's like if you question it, then you're literally the Antichrist. But it's like, what if? How does someone get to the point? And it's like that cheating thing. I'm just gonna ignore it, turn a blind eye. This is my blessing. I believe that this person on internet is telling me if I give them $1,000, I'm going to find heaven immediately.
They think they jump up the queue as well.
And that's what she was saying. She's got a direct line. Oh. She said she's got a direct line.
There were some.
I get it, but like how? Because we will be like, no, what? But someone would probably sit there and say, nah, that could never be me. And then something happens and it's them.
Well, what is lots of steps to reshape your reality that you do think that this woman truly does have a direct line to God. So it's never our entry point, like me seeing it on Danny's page and being like, what type of stupidness is that? They would have already been in her ecosystem, her world. Somebody else may have got like a little piece of luck. And then it's like, oh, but she prayed for me. So you're like, I'm going to give her the 1,000 because this woman is a multiplier and she's going to be able to 1,000-fold what I have in my bank account. And then they believe it and it doesn't happen, but she's going to sell you another pipe dream. And then you're locked
Or
in.
she's going to say that you didn't believe enough when you paid her.
Or you didn't
so-
pray
That's why
enough.
they're
you
going to
need
blame
to-
you. Tell
Yeah,
me
you need to give me $2 grand.
Give me more. Give me,
Yeah.
Exactly.
God said he didn't hear you.
So, and you didn't.
Did you pray every day?
And
Did
actually,
you-
you're
I told
making me
you?
that I
look bad.
Did you
because
say
you haven't received the blessing.
Did you say it in the way that I told you to?
Exactly. Did you buy the holy water and the hair cream
Were
and
you
the, and
genuine?
the foot rub that you're supposed to add to it? Did
It's
you take the showers 4
horrible.
times a day?
Yeah, there's some
all of that.
people out
I mean,
How much did he even raise? Do we know?
no, it doesn't even say.
Because he
bet
raised.
he got it.
Yeah.
Of course he got it.
Because you're going to be shamed. You're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm that
course
one.
he got it.
And I'm going to be close. I really believe that pastors don't need to be living
If you're
extravagant life.
if you're in that scenario, so say if you're in a church or like some sort of gathering and everybody is giving money, would you have the courage not to give money?
yeah.
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 Oh, no,
Listen,
wait,
let
how
me
is
tell
that?
you,
Is
wait.
it like, is there like a spotlight on you? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
hey,
like,
get 20,000!
this row,
Yes.
like this row.
Yes.
Do you know
And
what
the
I mean?
cameras on them.
Yes, because when I go to
It's
church,
been broadcast, isn't
because
it?
when I go to
I won't
church,
be at that church then.
when I go
No, I'm saying you found yourself there. Someone has invited you, and
One
you've
of
been
those
like,
ones.
"Yeah." You were like, "Okay, cool.
money.
I'll go for the afternoon."
Okay, how exposing is it? Is it like the number that you'd give brings up on the screen or something?
Or that you haven't.
I don't
No,
care.
it's more like you haven't given.
I
Yeah.
don't care. Okay, I've
Yeah.
come there to hear the word of the Lord. I've not come here to give you no money. Yeah, so I don't care. Well, I will be sat in church and they hand me the thing, and if I ain't got no money on me, I'll pass it to the next person.
everyone is-
if it was
everyone
on
is
camera,
giving.
if it was on
And it's
camera,
pausing on
I'm
you.
still.
And they're just
I'm
like,
still passing it to the next
Sister
person.
Farrah,
Yes,
bring out your
I
purse.
would say yes. I don't have a purse.
Sister
and I haven't
Farrah.
got any money. No.
Dig deep.
No,
I feel like you can do that.
I'm not doing it.
No, black, you'll get shamed.
Ridiculous.
I'm not
been
going to
in
be
a
in
church.
that.
I'm not feeling shame for
Quite a
that.
few times when my mum
feeling
would
shame
get
for that.
invited to the black churches, like the big ones, and she went through a spate of going.
Yeah.
And Victory
Yeah.
Church, I remember everybody
Victory,
was
yes.
dressed to the nines at Finchley,
Yep.
Finchley Road, and they would do it in the rows.
Yeah.
And when you carry on sitting there,
Yeah.
and some people would, the daggers that you're going to get, they don't go back again.
Yeah.
Because you're so enclosed. It's actually a part of the human experience. You turn into herd animals,
Yeah.
and you follow and that's why they keep you there for 3 hours. They know
Yeah.
your mind
Yeah.
all goes into a herd mentality and you
Yeah.
follow through. And so who wants to be the pariah?
Right.
Really, and imagine now the camera is on you. They're going to zoom in because they don't have cameramen. It's the ones in the walls.
Yeah.
It's going to zoom in on you on a big screen. And literally it is like that. Sister Farrah, open up your purse.
I ain't opening
We
up
know
shit.
what your job is.
I ain't
And
opening
everyone's
up
like,
shit.
oh my God.
And cheering. The thing,
You know what I do? I leave then, innit? I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
The thing for me is like,
you're not bullying me into giving you money.
what would happen for me is like, if it's like, as long as the number that I donated didn't go up, I'm putting it, okay, £5. I will do it and then I won't be back. Because I'm going to be shouting, because I don't know if I have the strength. I'd like to say I'm not doing it. I'd like to say I could, because also they stream these things as well.
Yes.
So it's not just
Okay,
in that.
okay, then
And
I'm
they'll
gonna
clip it
stand
on
up.
the
and I'm
church
gonna
place,
stand
yeah.
up.
And then you go
Like,
viral.
don't
with
be
that
Cool.
person.
Then I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna open up the Bible and I'm gonna recite them a paragraph from the Bible where Jesus is talking about that type of thing.
And the camera's going to be on you. You're going to be, hold on a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'd like
You're
to
not
say I do
shaming
all of
me
that.
into
I'd
giving
like
money.
to say that, but I think
Nah.
the best I can get out of it is like, I'm going to donate £5. As long as it doesn't ring up and say, "Ching, £5. £5. Yeah.
Not
No,
donating,
I'm
no.
giving more.
Out of principle.
And I'm making it clear. I'm showing everybody. This is
No,
what
man.
I'm doing.
Out of principle, I'm not doing it.
Seriously,
You're
no,
not
I'm
bullying
doing
me into doing that. I didn't come here for that.
In a crowd.
I won't go back again.
We'll
But
come back for that.
I'm gonna give. But my mum would come home vexed.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
But she was back there the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah.
That's different. Yeah, my mum went to Victory too. I liked Victory for the songs. Like I was from a young child. I was like, I don't like church. I never really felt good in those churches. I felt they were too culty.
Yes.
And my mum was a bit too devoted, and I didn't like that. I didn't like it. So it was a fight for me to go. But the few times I thought the songs, I love gospel music, so I didn't mind that.
The band was
happy
amazing.
clappy. It was very good.
Yeah.
But the actual church of it all, and they get you trying to do like cool. The pastor's always cool and tries to make the sermon kind of relate to life, and they go that kind of
Douglas, yeah.
quirky way, and they're American, and it's all that. But nah, man, didn't like Victory. Not at all. I
Yeah,
managed to get
they
out.
made a lot of money out of
did.
black folks.
They did.
Nope, not shaming me into that. I rebuke that.
I would even pay for my neighbour.
You are too easily got, man.
You look
And you get brought down. Then you have to do fake Holy Ghost.
Honestly, the big spenders, they would, because they could get the front row.
Yeah.
And so it would be like, Sister Bethany, half of her time. And then she's there and everyone's like, whoa, Sister Bethany, you did so well. It becomes a status symbol.
And it's prideful and it's sinful within the church. Yes. You're creating egos and pride. All the sins happening at once.
This is what I mean.
It's awful.
No.
We're praying.
No,
And they pray
I'm not on it.
Pray it away.
I'm not on it.
It's the fate. It's also when you go up and I have had the pastor kind of push, and I was so scared. I remember I used to be so scared to go up because I thought, when you're young, you're like, why are they all going nuts? And I thought it was going to happen, and if it doesn't happen to you as well, and they make you get the Holy Ghost, because everyone that when they do something, I was so scared. I thought if it happens to me, so I think the guy did it, but I was kind of like, and I went, just kind of
so he acted.
But I
That's what
went away quickly. No, I didn't fall over. I was just like,
you acted like it happened.
I was too young to really get into
happened.
it. But my mum would get into it, and I'm just like, is this really? I
remember
as a child, it's so
my
weird.
ex-boyfriend, he found God, right? And he used to go to these types of churches. And I remember him saying, I went and I was speaking tongues. You're speaking tongues. Were you speaking in tongues or were you doing fraud? Was you speaking in tongues then? Get me.
But he prayed.
Yeah, after.
But sometimes you can be a fraudster and speak tongues.
No, he wasn't speaking in, you know who I'm talking about. He wasn't speaking no tongues.
What? Sorry.
He might have been able to.
He was not speaking in no tongues.
Do you know what? And I never knew tongues was a thing, like until in older life. Like I thought there was a. Like now people make the hashtag and make the jokes about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a way to laugh at it because I was always like, what is going on? And I didn't really understand that it was a way of praying. I just thought, why are they doing this? I didn't get it. And everyone's just doing stuff.
Feeling the spirit.
No, I get it. I get the thing, but that there's a language that everyone does. Because if you feel the spirit, why is everyone speaking the same language? And that's what I don't. Then I start not to believe it.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they're speaking the same.
No,
I don't think the same sound. There you go.
And there's a rhythm to it. But it's not.
It's not.
There you go.
Because how are you getting the spirit? Everyone's spirit is individual.
They taught us in Victory in Sunday school how to speak in tongues, and they had a lead boy, and he was there doing his thing. Because I know some people really believe in it, so I won't even
of course.
redo it. Yeah. But he did it, and it was like, now you guys go. And then all the kids were doing their thing. Some of them were twirling around. I mean, I'm an actress. I got into it, obviously. I wanted to win. So I'm there, like, waving my hands. But it was later on that I was like, but I got taught how to do that.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
When you can tell me the syllables.
Okay.
And
see, I never knew that because obviously I went to
No,
Catholic school.
Not everybody does that though.
I don't know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Specifically,
and it's not. And it's not all. That's not specific to just Christianity.
Yes,
because you have it in some Islamic.
And I do believe, I actually do believe that some people are genuinely.
I get that,
spirit, but I also believe that there are people faking it.
I believe because it's exactly that. I didn't know it's something that would be taught. I thought at first, okay, they're really. Then I was like, hold on, they're all doing the same thing. But I didn't realize until years later, same way that you're saying. I didn't even know that there was teaching like that in Victory. I never went to the kids' school with Victory.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I wasn't having it.
It was dedicated for a minute. I mean, I got some pretty dresses out of it because obviously everybody had to dress up. Yeah. I had some very pretty dresses when I was going in there and trying to be the best girl in Sunday school.
I remember arguing with my mum. I did argue with my mum about why do you have to dress up, and that was me challenging Christianity. So I was always in trouble because why do you need to dress up? Why is that? Isn't that? Why do you need to be a thing? Why does that have to be?
It's funny. My church, we don't have to dress up. Obviously, you don't go in like with no clothes on and all that stuff. But it's not like there are people that dress up and there's people that just go like how I am.
You are.
It's like absolutely fine. Like my priest doesn't look at us like what's wrong with you. It's not like that at all.
That's how it should be. Okay. All right, Farrah, who's your enemy of progress?
Okay. My enemy of progress is, drum roll please. It is a couple of people, in fact. So, top one, Lady Victoria Hervey, however you say her name.
Hervey?
And because Virginia Giuffre, who is the woman who accused Prince Andrew of molesting her when she was 17. She's been in a quite serious accident. Mm-hmm. She allegedly was hit. Well, she was hit by a bus, a school bus, which was allegedly doing 110 miles per hour. why it was doing 110 miles per hour, I still don't understand if it was the school bus, and it makes me wonder what is in the Princess Diana is going on there. Anyway, so the reason why Victoria Hervey is in the bin is because she's posted online. So what's her name?
Giuffre.
Yes, what's her name? Virginia Giuffre posted a picture online saying that she only has a certain amount of time to live.
Yeah.
Right? And then Victoria Hervey went on and was like, why are you posting selfies if you've only got a certain amount of time to live? Karma's a bitch, basically, and all of this stuff. And we all know
did she say that?
Yeah, she said she put karma on top of Virginia's picture, and she said, I mean, she's the queen of fake photo after all. And this is in reference to the photo of Virginia when she was 17, standing next to Prince Andrew, even though Prince Andrew said that he was never there and never met her. There's a picture, and it's been proven to be a real picture.
Yeah.
It's been legitimised. But Victoria Hervey, whatever her name is, I'm not calling her by her right name, and also ex-girlfriend of Prince Andrew, might add. Is calling it fake. She's saying, hence I'm such a skeptic. I don't believe in jumping to any conclusions right away from a visual. Another good point for someone is generally when you're dying, you're not thinking about posting a selfie, you're actually dying. What else does she say? If Virginia Giuffre really does have days to live, then a complete confession is needed. I believe it. I know it. That I think that's true. If she does have days to live, I'd be like talking the talk. Who cares about NDA?
I want to hear it all.
I'd be talking the talk. I don't believe it though. The FBI are on her right now and an arrest warrants are incoming. She's convincingly dying to evade jail. Sounds like she's talking about, who knows what she's talking about, but she's saying that she's faking this to get away from the FBI. Like Prince Andrew faked being on islands and having some sort of sweat condition to get away from things.
No sweat.
And then faked like not being able to pay and went to his mummy and cried until she paid the bill for him. Like seriously, Victoria, you need to just sit down and shut up because you were with someone who was allegedly a molester, and you need to actually go to have therapy to think about that, rather than talking about someone who's clearly been in an accident.
Why is she jumping to his defence? Like, of
probably
all the people to come along, I could understand one of his kids. I could even understand his ex-wife.
Fergs.
But why you, Lady Victoria, are you coming along to bear witness to this man? Like, I'm not defending anybody that has allegations. I'm definitely not going on stories to be like, karma, like you're going to be arrested. And it's not even my man. Unless that is her man. Like, nah, I don't know.
It's a weird flex, man. It's
proper weird.
Like his best friend was Jeffrey Epstein. Like that. That was his code.
Fact.
Like
that is a fact.
It's enough, man. I don't know. I think with the girl. So what's
Virginia?
Her name again? Virginia. Yeah, I think she must be super scared for her life right now. Do you know? Well, clearly. Do you know what I mean? And I'm guessing that she's not new to this in terms of like people trying to come for her and harm her and hurt her and that sort of thing. So I think she's probably trying to be strategic with it as well. And also as well, she has family too. So if she is in a position where she's weak, she can't really protect them. So yeah, I mean, it's a really sad thing, and like, I don't know, it feels like a film. It feels like a really horrible movie where the monarchy like have a lot to answer for, because this is like, what, automobiles again? Like allegedly, obviously, but like really? And is this a signature? Like what the fuck?
A bus.
Dexter?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a bit and it's just so basic as well. Like, why a school bus? As they keep saying, they're playing in our faces. Why? And also we don't know what happened, but it's giving too much room for suspicion. And it's like they didn't do it. They don't do it immediately, or whoever, as we're being conspiracy theorists, didn't do it immediately. Left it for a moment, but it's still bait. It's like this person. If I want to just kind of get rid of her or silence her, I'm going to not just do something that's so bait, because this storyline's bait. You might as well just got off to her straight off the bat instead of doing this kind of elongated, silly story with a school bus. Because a school bus going 100.
But that's what they do.
Maybe
No, but it's just like
or
it's so-
maybe they've been trying to, like as well, and also as well, like the government has changed, and you know Trump is connected to Epstein also. Do you know what I mean? So who knows what's happening behind the scenes, or what's now been, of course, allegedly, but like. Do you know what I mean? Like now what's being executed, like, you know, because he's, you know, as much as he's in power, he's also fighting for his life right now. Do you know what I mean? He can't really deal with too much coming his way.
But was she talking recently? Has she been even seen?
Who knows? I've literally just been Googling, and basically as of today, most of the British press are saying that there doesn't seem to be any injuries on her, and that she was actually facing court for alleged family violence and order violation. So that's what Victoria Hervey is talking about, that she does have court pending for some type of violence order.
So then to bring it back to...
So the British press are saying that.
So let's bring it back to...
Okay.
All of them.
Look how they can talk about this,
very truthful.
but they can't say boo to Cynthia Erivo. Do you know what I mean? They're always in someone else's business.
So if we bring it back to like, okay, normalcy. It's who is Virginia Giuffre outside of these accusations? Is she a person to get behind? Just as a... I've not really seen anything else about her but outside of this conversation about what happened to her allegedly between her and Prince Andrew.
Did you watch the documentary?
No, I didn't watch it.
So in the documentary, she is alleging that she was absolutely trafficked for almost
I read
4
about
years.
her, but not watched it, yeah.
Yeah. So she saw lots of different people, and that's why the NDA and shutting her up was put into place.
Yeah.
Because she was always like, I'm going to spill it all at some point. And then she wanted to do the criminal charges against Andrew as well. So I could see how, let's say, she is ready to have people to corroborate her story, and they're just taking out players. I could see that happening. Like, I don't even think that is too far.
She was also fundamental in the case against Epstein and the case against Ghislaine.
Yes,
as well. So like,
so she knows.
So she knows stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's important.
I'm just asking. Like, is there anything on her that could be that you're not telling any truth?
Well, they do that to you, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But nobody's a saint.
Yeah, because even in the documentary,
on anybody, they can.
And then even in the documentary, there were women who, like, there was one woman who brought her sister.
Yes,
and like they get coerced into doing certain things.
Yeah.
But as far as Virginia goes in this crash, the police are saying that it wasn't a fatal crash or like it was a minor incident. Yeah. But she's actually saying it's kidney failure as a result of the crash.
Yeah.
So people can chat what they're chatting. That part can be true.
Can be true.
Yeah.
It's just a question.
And it's just the way the British press, all of them, are now being like, she is lying. And she has these charges.
And what's it got to do with the press?
I'm not even surprised that the British press are saying that.
No,
because the British press don't want to talk about Andrew. They'll talk about flipping Meghan Markle and the avocados that she eats all day long.
She'll be
involved somehow.
Yeah.
She gave Virginia the storyline.
She told her
she closed the car door.
Do you know what I mean?
Or something like that. So they'll talk about that all day long. But you're not even allowed to mention the fact about Andrew. They didn't even really want to talk about the fact that Andrew was such good friends with Jeffrey Epstein. They didn't want to mention that at all. We also know that the royal family have a lot of involvement with the press. We also know that the press you've got like you've got the British press and the Australian press, which is where she was, the Murdoch's press. They're all involved with each other. So it's like, what are we going to believe? They don't even talk about the atrocities that are going on in the world. They make out like it's not happening, like we're all mad. They will put what they want to put in these papers.
Yeah, they will. It was,
So yeah,
I mean, hopefully her husband is safe as well, because he's out there as well, and she does have 3 children as well.
What's he saying? Is he speaking out?
No, she hasn't been talking.
Yeah, that's
like she's been
living her life,
been doing her thing. But I always think when anybody like that has had a payout, you obviously you're doing stuff. Like she absolutely was an activist. She definitely paved the way for a lot of the other girls to come forward. If they remove her, what does that say to everybody else that wants to start talking? I'm going
about
to
anything.
Yeah.
Start talking about anything.
Of course.
All right. Who is the enemy in progress in this scenario? So there's a black man. He lives in Augusta, and he has 3 young children. Yeah, they are the ages of 10, 6, and 1. This man leaves his kids in a McDonald's playground to play while he goes around said corner to a job interview. Now, they're outside. People have noticed these kids are unsupervised. This man then gets arrested for neglect. Who's the enemy of progress? Is it the police? Is it the man? Should he have been more responsible for his children? Or are we at least half praising him for trying to find a job when he has 3 children at 24 years old?
Oh, he's 24. He's got a 10-year-old. That means he was 14.
Yeah.
That means his frontal lobe is not even closed yet. It's not even fully developed yet.
Where's the children?
Oh, he can't make rational
There's no
decisions.
information on where the children's mother is. We don't know if he's even got parents.
We don't even know if there's one mother.
I was listening to the story.
Could be
I
multiple.
heard that the children's mother picked them up, but I wanted to know if there was any more about the children's mother. Apparently, she managed to pick them up. I don't.
Probably from the police station. I would say.
So there's a mother on the scene. When I heard that he was 24, I was like, oh, I don't know the level of desperation you need to be. I don't know if he's careless or scatty or stupid or desperate. So all those different things play into my response. If he was desperate, it's the wrong move. I don't want him to be arrested. Smack on the wrist in some way, shape or form. Something to make him feel like you cannot do this again. But taking him away from his children, if he was trying to better, it felt like, look, I need to get a job. I need this. And I feel no way out. You know, there's situations where people just feel like there's just nothing else I can do. It's a wild thing to do in this day and age. And it's like 10-year-old, sure, 10 and 6, the baby, it's a lot. But we don't know if, you know, on a normal day, 10-year-old's in charge of the kids anyway.
But not in a playground.
But in the playground of the place where you're going to do the interview.
No, he wasn't going to McDonald's. He was going around the corner. It was just that was, I guess, the safest environment.
He thought.
Yes.
The thought process for a desperate person, I get it. For someone that's stupid, obviously not. And if you're neglectful or just not think... The other version of whatever that is, whatever kind of person you could be to think that this is okay without being at risk or at the end of desperation, then you did a stupid thing that was very dangerous.
Yeah, he's a dumb youth, man.
Enemy of progress.
He's 100% enemy. Because how can you do that to your children? You got a 1-year-old, like you got a 6-year-old, like your 1-year-old can't even talk properly yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the levels of stupidity for me? So like, okay, you thought to yourself, let me go and take them to this place where they can just play and that's okay. No, it's not okay. They need to be supervised. Yeah. All of the children needs to be supervised. Like, you can't leave the 10-year-old with 1-year-old. No, she's not or he is not an adult. Do you know what I mean? That's not okay.
Do you know what?
It's absolutely not okay. And the fact of the matter is that you had a kid at 14. You didn't think, let me stop there. No. You was just like, let me have another one and another one. No job. Like, seriously.
But he's a you. He ain't thinking.
You're 24. You're not
24
a youth.
now.
Yeah, you're 24. So you're not a youth. You're not a youth. We need to stop infantilizing these men. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? That's what we need to do.
When he had
seriously. Say it again?
When he had the first one.
When he was, but he's not there now. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, you've got a 1-year-old and your solution is to take them to a crash thing. It's not even a crash.
It's not even a crash.
Outside space.
It's not. And do you know what? Do you know what? When you started saying McDonald's, I thought, oh, are they inside? Not that makes it any better, but they're outside, which makes it even worse. Like, I agree with you. But then part of me is still like, oh, he was trying to get a job.
So because he's trying, it neglects the stupidity.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
And the thing is, arrested.
Bro, it is child abuse. It is child neglect. Seriously, these are crimes.
Yeah.
No, it is a form of abuse. I will stand on that. It's a form of abuse.
It's definitely neglect, because I'm just thinking, my niece is like 24 years old and she would not leave like my daughter and the little babies around us. She wouldn't, because she'd know she'd get fucked up if she did that shit. So it is stupidity. It absolutely
is. Actually stupid. I was going to say something.
I don't even know. Like, I just can't even I can't understand the thought process. And the fact is just like nobody around, like absolutely nobody. Like some people, they will take their children to the lobby at least of the place where they're doing. Do you know what I mean? And just say like, oh, I've got childcare issues. Can I do this? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Unless you're telling me you're complete island. And it sounds like if the mother has picked up the children from the police station, maybe, I don't know what the story is, then you're not a complete island. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you're stupid. Stupid.
Also, I just can't believe that there was nobody in your... It sounds like a film. And this would be a shit film at that.
Yeah.
And you know they do that. It's like the person is so desperate and then they just have that spark of, you know, there's always Miss Mammy that sits at the playground. Like, she'll probably keep an eye on you. Instead of... I always wonder, why don't they just go and knock on people who live in the neighbourhood? If you really have no family whatsoever... Any elder in the area to just be like, I'm going to be 2 hours. Can you watch my...
The thing is, the oldest kid's 10. That kid's got friends. Even if there's nobody, or if that kid must go to school, right? So there's got to be somebody. This is what I mean. There's got to be somebody within that 10-year-old's life that you can be like, I beg you just to cost the rest.
I think the person is neglectful. Yeah. Actually, to even have that idea that this is the solution to my predicament at this moment. Yeah. I am supposed to be looking after my kids. I also have an interview that you didn't have the wherewithal to be like, I have to put my kids somewhere. Yeah. Somebody has to look after them. That's what you're like the playground.
Where any stranger, they could get kidnapped, trafficked, killed, anything could happen.
And I said,
do you know what's fucked up? That's what I was thinking.
It can't.
What if the mum, like, didn't even know that he was doing that? What if the mum has been begging him to look after the kids for X amount of time and he's a whatless dad, and he takes them and he thinks that this is acceptable. Right. And then the next thing she hears, she's got to go and pick up her kids from the police station.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
My level of I agree with everything. I also know is there a world where there's desperation where you just can't see, is it mental health? Like, is there that? That's all.
I think there are.
There's that level
of
like...
just say they're stupid, but they are stupid.
Yeah.
But there are people who do not know how to be an effective parent.
Yeah.
And they would think this is okay because the 10-year-old, and that's the adultification of it all,
that part,
is old enough to look after, because like the person may be able to make their own breakfast. They can cook egg or something and they seem responsible, but they are not. It's a 10-year-old and they're still very vulnerable.
He's probably thinking as well, like when I was 10, I was having sex.
And that's the thing.
Because he was.
He probably was.
And we don't even know the circumstances that he had the child as well. It's that part, because it is an adultification of children where maybe in the environment, I think one of you said it, that this is something that's normal. Maybe it's like, I'm just going up the road quite quick and then you look after the babies, but it's the outside of it all in a wide open space.
Yeah, but people.
And there's no excuse. There's absolutely
there isn't an excuse. I just thought, is there a window of desperation where there's any type of I'm so desperate, because that's a lack of planning. Because when did you get notified that you're going to have the interview?
The interview.
Was it literally half an hour before? Was it a day before? Like you had there had to be a lack of planning. There has to be a line.
There's no excuse.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no excuse.
Yeah, I think there are some people who, and they probably will be like, I don't see anything wrong about this other than it was outside. There are people that will leave their kids with a 10-year-old, with an 8-year-old, and it's a baby there. And they'll be like, but that person can look after them. And they won't see that is still neglectful. Even if you're desperate, they're not an adult and that's still neglectful. There are loads of people that do it all the time.
Yeah, all the
for
time.
Him, he's done it outside, but you're even increasing the chances of so many things going wrong with them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And you're just exposing, it's like the wiring of their brains as well, that they're learning that this is okay. Like, do you know what I mean? That this is my norm, and not understanding that they shouldn't be put in those situations in the first place.
Or you're putting them in situations where they're having to explain themselves to strangers.
Imagine how scary that was.
Exactly.
What should his punishment be?
Well, that's the bit that I don't know, but it is neglect. It is neglect.
I can't.
Should he go jail?
Bro, you are not a fit parent.
I don't know if jail is going to help.
At 24.
You're not a
he's
fit
not a fit parent. But
no. 24-year-old parents, don't do this. This is not normal.
I'm not saying it's normal.
It's not normal. But we can't use that kind of language with them, like, because it's not normal.
No, I don't think it's normal.
If you're
Bad.
24 and a parent, you don't leave your child in an outdoor park.
No, that's not the norm. I'm not even saying that's normal. I'm just saying at 24, he's got a lot to learn about life. He has got a lot to learn about life. I'm not saying it's an excuse for what his behaviour is, but he's still got, because I'm sure there's adults, older people that have done that.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just like...
Not to give him an out.
What's the... I think it's just like, well, how do you learn? Because it's not your first child, second, third. You put all three of them in danger.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, what is it that you're not getting? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and also as well, is this the first time you're doing this? Or is this the first time that someone has called you, called the police because you keep doing it?
Yeah. I think there's a separation between his wayward Willie and versus now your parenting skills. Because you could be producing multiple children at a young age, but be a good dad. And then you're doing what this guy
It's not
did.
signs of good dad.
No. What he's done, absolutely ridiculous. But there are some people that have had kids from young and...
Yeah, I'm not saying that, yeah.
But,
I don't think jail is... Because I just don't think jail is that effective for all crimes anyway.
Me neither.
But he definitely does need to be punished, and he does need to be schooled, and he needs a punishment, and he needs education properly.
Yeah.
And the family obviously needs help and support in this as well. So I don't know if removing his freedom is the right path of the course for this family. But it may be, because this could be a symptom of lots of different types of neglect and abuse. Yeah. So I'm not here to advocate for him, because I would need to know much more about that situation. Because to have that idea to leave your kids in the playground, what else are you doing with them?
Yeah.
So maybe he does need to go to prison.
I don't know.
I don't know about prison. I feel like he needs to be punished in a sense of his kids need to be with him. He can only see them under supervision. He needs to go through a certain amount of courses
for a certain
amount of time. I think that's going to be more effective to him than him going to jail. But he absolutely needs to be shown that this is not what you do.
Yeah. I think it's that restrictive access, courses, community service, all the things that hinders his life, but without him being behind bars. And you know that when you get that criminal sentence, it's a death toll,
especially if you got the job.
I don't know. It depends. I need to know more.
It is that.
But like, if you're, this ain't a good start.
No, it's not a good start.
Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, your case is
wild.
And if it was the mother that done this, she'll be thrown under the jail. She would instantly be thrown under the jail.
That's actually true, because even actually a few of the comments, there's way more sympathy for, like, he's trying, guys. He's trying to get a job. But definitely, if that was a woman, it's going to be like, what type of a mother are you?
Yeah, women can't fuck up in this way.
A lot more harsh.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's definitely part of the rebrand of black dads being present, and he's trying. There was
a lot of he's trying. Yeah. Come on, he's young. He's trying. He's just, he's out here. At least he wasn't selling.
At least he's there.
He was trying to get a job. We don't know that he ain't doing both. But
he could be doing both.
He could be doing all of
the He could also be on drugs.
That could have been the first time he saw the kids in 10 years.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, however many years. We don't know.
We don't know all of that. And if it's mental health, then yes, you need absolute help.
That could be his excuse. I went for a job interview.
Yeah.
And could have just been what he told the police.
And he went to drop a couple of rocks. Who's your enemy of progress?
My enemy of progress is like people who are coming for this fitness girl, Bethany J Lord. That's her name. I love her name, actually.
That's such a cool name.
Yeah, I really like that. Basically, she's been getting some backlash online because she's been talking about the dangers of the skinny jab, aka Ozempic, Wegovy, that sort of thing. So you inject it and it helps you suppress your appetite and you lose some weight, right? She's been getting a lot of backlash because she's saying that there's side effects and like people don't know the risk and everything like that. And people are going in on her. She's getting like some death threats and things like that.
Why do people always
wrong
fall
with
for the
people?
It's become a thing,
wrong with people?
I'm going to kill you for speaking.
Like, seriously.
It's a bit crazy. So yeah, they are my enemies of progress at the moment. I feel like what she's saying, also people are saying, because a lot of this has been shown on the Shade Borough, and people in the comments are saying that it's ads. This is the new one, that she's buying ads. She's buying ad space because she's spoken about this quite a few times. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And they're posting it. So I was just like, is this a new way to get people? Yeah. Rude.
I know when it first came out, it was like they were accusing her of like doing that to sell her business, basically. So you talk about Ozempic, but I've got a new way to live and I can teach you how to lose weight. So there's that.
So the backlash is a new story spin so that we know her name.
Yeah.
Oh no. So who's the enemy now?
But we don't know it's true.
If it's a strategy, I actually think, okay, cool.
People will come for it anyway. It makes sense, but we don't know it's true. I mean, she's just telling the truth, though, right? She's saying that there are side effects. Different things work on people differently. Yeah. So that's all she's doing. She's highlighting a few facts that maybe not everyone knew.
Yeah, I don't
think it's that crazy a thing to say. It's not.
No.
Loads of people have said it. Just Jean says it all the time as well.
Yeah.
Like, just start working out, like, really. And I get it. I don't know why people would, maybe they're just feeling a little bit triggered, but obviously do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't rule it out. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm not ruling it out. But also the side effects are scary.
Yeah.
And if you go down the rabbit hole you ain't even got to go down the rabbit hole. If you go onto TikTok and start following people and they talk about it, it may put you off. Actually. Like, so yeah, I feel like this could be an ad. I like it.
You like it?
I really do like it as a strategy.
I mean,
how do we do the same?
She's not spewing hate. She's not spewing like false information, I would like to believe. So I have nothing wrong with people highlighting the dangers of these procedures because people are influenced like, oh, I can just do it. And everyone says, I'm going to do the research. I'm going to go to my doctor. There's an element, it's like taking a patch test. Like the other day when I'm like, I'm just going to put the cream on and see what happens. When you should actually do a patch test on a lot of things, be patient. We live in a fast society. Everyone wants the immediate results. That's why these jabs are becoming more prolific. And it's like that quick fix. So when people aren't doing their due diligence, you do need louder people to be like, actually, guys, take a second and really think about your body, your hormonal makeup, talk to your doctor, don't just run into it. So I'm not against what she's saying, ad or no ad. Do your thing as long as you're promoting something legitimate to counter it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she's a physical therapist or something, I think. I don't know what she actually promotes, to be fair. I didn't catch that bit. I'm not sure.
She's a fitness trainer or like a fitness
coach. She's a physical therapist. I don't know.
Something.
She's maybe as
yeah,
well.
I thought she was like a fitness
I thought she had a
coach.
course.
Yeah, but she did say she's not an influencer. She
Yeah.
made that very clear that she's not an influencer. But yeah, I just think, I done Ozempic for a little bit.
Boo.
For a little bit. I did. Didn't work for me.
Why didn't it work for you?
Because of the side effects, they were just too much for me. Ooh. Like, I had like these really disgusting sulfur burps that were just really disgusting. I had headaches. I was feeling a bit faint at times, and yeah, it was just a lot. And then stomach aches as well, actually, to be fair. So yeah, but there were good side effects. It just completely stopped all food noise. That completely went. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even know food noise was a thing. And then I was just like, oh, I can think clearly. Yeah. Like, this is great. Do you know what I mean? And then also I stopped. That was the catalyst for really kind of like not drinking alcohol. Not that I was a massive drinker, but like every time I drank it was disgusting to me. And that kind of really stuck. Yeah. So like there are good side effects, but it does have an effect on you. You know?
I do think people react to it differently. Because I know someone that's on it and they're totally fine. Yeah. They haven't got any side effects like that. In fact, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's making them a lot healthier in a whole bunch of things. Yeah. They're going to the gym, they're eating more healthy, they're happier. So yeah, I think the main point is that you must do your research. You should talk to your doctor. You should get your blood work done, like you've said many, many, many times, to make sure that these things are suitable for you. Yeah. Not everything's for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And if it isn't working, I think it is that. It's just like you just come off of it. And also, I saw somebody actually talking about it, and they did quote, her name's just gone out of my head. Small supermodel and she's from here, Kate Moss. I don't know if Kate Moss really did say this, but apparently she said nothing is as good as skinny feels.
Yeah, she did say that.
And so she
allegedly.
Yeah, exactly. She was going through all of the side effects I was watching her TikTok, but that was her thing. She was like, nothing is as good as being skinny. Yeah.
No, but she said that many years ago.
When she was like,
but this was
heroin chic was in as well.
Saying it on.
Yeah.
But I feel like heroin chic is back.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, look at your face.
I know, I can't help it.
It's a crazy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
No, seriously, it is back. What was I going to say? Oh, God.
Sorry, I put you off.
No. Right. But yeah, no, the woman was also saying exactly what you were saying too. She's saying that if you do go on to things like this, then you have to also maintain a healthy lifestyle as well and exercise and everything like that. Because when I came off it, the weight literally came back.
Yeah. Okay.
Like maybe like within about 6 weeks.
And people kind of say that as well with vengeance. If you even temper it out, there are some people that are like, no, but I'm doing like maintenance food before, but they were still putting on weight.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think those are I think it's about truth telling, because that's a very helpful story that you told, because then it's like, because people, you know, when they get their stomach stapled or whatever, all of those things where they reduce their size or do the fast things we do, even like some of the dieting that we do, like fast dieting. If you're not maintaining, you're not going to gym.
Why did you look at me? I'm joking.
Healthy eating. If you don't maintain that and do the gymming and everything else and change and help also think about your mindset, you're just going to go back on. And usually when you do those kind of diet plans, short-term things, you eat more because like you're so...
Well, on Ozempic, you don't. You literally physically can't.
No, after when you come off it.
After you come off it,
that's what I meant.
yes,
When you finish something.
But while you're on it, you absolutely can't. And I think that is part of the beauty of it, I will say. That kind of thing, because your appetite is completely curbed.
Yeah.
So much so that you can actually forget to eat. Like it really, do you know?
I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Everything just slows all the way down. So yeah, it's fascinating. But I think like what she's saying is right. Hopefully it's non-ad, but what she's saying is right. As you said as well, Justine talks about this as well all the time as well. Like,
it's it would be nice to get to a world of acceptance, but we're never going to get there. There's always going to be something to plague on our but the healthy. This also hasn't been around long enough to really understand what the side effects.
Well, it has though. It kind of has because it's used. Diabetics use it, right? Do you know what I mean? And the side effects are the same. Do you know what I mean? It's just been commercialized. That's the only real difference. But then the doses in terms of like how you use them hasn't changed or anything like that.
But then I was going to say maybe it's because if you're diabetic, then the need. Does it absorb it in a different way?
No, it's kind of doing the same thing. I'm not a scientist, but what it does is help manage your sugar levels. That's one of the things that it does. Like it's I can't remember if it's lipin or something like that. But anyway, kind of thing. Look it up, Google. Do you know what I mean? But it does the same thing. It just helps for people who are not doing those things naturally. Do you know what I mean? They've come to, because a lot of us don't know. We don't know what our sugar levels are. We don't know how high our cortisol is. Do you know what I mean? We really don't know. And we're just going about life thinking we're fine. And like you can have issues in all different shapes and sizes. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have to be big to have issues with cholesterol.
Absolutely.
You can, or heart disease or anything.
Exactly.
I want to do that test, that kind of hormone test where it checks your bloods and all the things, because one of my daughter's friends did it, and it tells all the allergies and what and so now she's regulating her eating according to what her blood type is, her blood needs are, and it's helped her with allergies, her IBS, all those things is regular, because now she knows what to eat. Because even the things that you think, I'm cool, I don't get any effects, but your body's like, no, you actually need less of that.
Has to work
you need a certain
harder.
balance on what you're eating with what you're eating. The science of it, the chemical reaction it does inside your body, actually don't eat that and eat more of that. And what even eating vegetables might not be good for you. Certain vegetables you might have to cut out.
Yeah.
But I will say also as well, like I don't want to like shame people that use it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so hard, and we literally live in a society where we are bombarded with sugar on a daily.
Yes, exactly.
Constantly. To be able to fight that is
it's in everything.
It's a skill. Do you know what I mean?
Everything.
So like most people are losing that weight loss battle, but it's not even your fault.
No.
It actually isn't your fault.
That's a part of it.
Did you see there's, because of who is it? There are food companies now who are finding ways to put ingredients that fight Ozempic resistance. Like food.
What?
Yeah. So I wish I found this.
God.
Yeah. Because I can't. It's literally a story coming out now.
That's abuse.
That's actually
it was-
evil.
they're literally looking at ways
Why?
to make food that's resistant to weight loss blocker.
But why?
But
Because it's business, it's an industry.
Why?
It's exactly the same as how we're eating now. It's like that we are.
there's
eating
chemicals
food
in it, yeah.
that is making us
Yes.
insulin resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
and so
true.
they. Why would they not?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh no, because if this becomes super widespread and then people are using this to counter us, the food that they have, of course they're going to move the
Yeah.
goalposts again.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, no, so then they're going to have to find something else. They need us to be fat and sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that part. Keep it
If you're getting away from
Fat,
that.
sick, but still working.
Yeah. It's such
Just about in the
stupidity.
office as well. Do you know what I mean? Not even from home.
Yeah. We need those worker bees.
Yeah,
I mean?
it's crazy.
Oh my God.
you want
that
sick
is
people.
disgusting.
That is
It's
evil.
Yeah, some
Honestly.
food companies are
Everywhere,
exploring
though.
strategies to mitigate the potential impact of weight loss drugs like Ozempic, such as reducing sugar content with alternative sweeteners and focusing
Yeah.
on existing plans to combat slumping growth rates in food and drink portfolios. Because the more educated you become, the more you like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have to get around different things. There's a guy I was watching, and all of the healthy bits, like a lot of the green juices and different salads on one side, and then he was teaching you how to actually just eat whole foods, and the quantities were massive. And here's one side, it was 3,000 calories, and everything looked healthy.
Yeah.
And then the other side, you'd be like, no, I'm not going to eat that. But he's like, because it's whole grain, it's whole
it's
food,
better.
it's better for you.
Listen,
Loads of people get into that, but you're buying things because it's green,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
not
it's
right.
still got sugar in it.
Yeah.
I
absolutely.
use my Yucca app. I mean, there's other ones, but I use Yucca, and it. Even looking at different breads, because I'm like, I do like bread, but let me go for the most healthiest bread and reduce my intake, so I don't eat loads of, like I used to. But like looking at the different rye breads, and there's some rye breads that's like it's got nothing in it, and then you see it's got all the additives, and there's others that are 100%. And sweets, like there's a brand, I won't say it, but there's a brand that I thought they were healthy. They're marketed as healthy. They're marketed as vegan. If you see the sugar, all the stuff that's in it to compensate.
But that's like when people started drinking Diet Coke.
yeah, exactly.
It's got
And
full
Coke
of
Zero,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coke
all those
Zero, man.
all those things are full of shit.
Oh,
I hate Coke.
I miss it so bad.
It's really, really bad.
Do you know what?
He's so
full of-
yeah, because it's the sweeteners.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
it's the
like, do you know what I
sweeteners.
mean?
I've
It
never
just-
been-
and sorry, that just makes the same effect as
Yeah.
if you were just having sugar.
Exactly. That's what I
But kind
mean.
of worse.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I mean. They've just substituted it by saying, "Oh, no sugar and all
Yeah.
this stuff," but they
But
filled
it's
it with
actually
other
sweet.
crap.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
move
All
on.
right, guys. Thank you. That has been your Aunties Could Never. We have told you about all the enemies of progress. Protect yourself from those peoples. Keep safe and enemy free. That's lots of love and hugs from your favourite
Aunties.
Bye.
Bye.